All my supportive friends who are here today, thank you very much. On June the 3rd, I was quoted in an article published in Malaysia Kini on Pangkor as earmarked to be the next island in Malaysia to be granted duty-free status during the tabling of the 2018 budget. I was quoted having said, Pangkor must have a unique selling proposition to attract tourists, such as cable car rides like in Langkawi, and stunning skywalk on the rooftop of Komta building like in Penang. We are talking about bringing in foreign tourists to the island. But how would they know the history of the island, its attractions and activities, if there are no guides? This is where NGOs such as heritage societies, you can help. They can educate the students and the pensioners on the history of the island and train them to be tourist guides, unquote. Since then, I have been envisioning the day when I would muster enough energy to begin a process where Pangkor's uniqueness could be shared and made an object sought after by many tourists, both domestic and from abroad. The advent of COVID introduced many uncertainties, but it did not dampen my spirit. With members of my board, I continued to ponder on action plans that PTA could work while waiting for the pandemic to be over. We are already seeing a steady inflow of tourists, mostly domestic, and once we enter the endemic era, and that is in 18 days from today, when the international borders are open, I expect the graph to skyrocket. Beginning October 9, 2021, when the pandemic fog began to clear, my team and I drafted the possibility of organizing a conference that would be geared towards forefronting Pangkor as a desirable alternative to Langkawi. My immediate thoughts was translated to a WhatsApp message to none other than YB Dato Nolee Ashilin. I requested her for a meetup where I could articulate my intentions on making this island that is pristinely located right in between Langkawi, Singapore, or Malacca, Penang, both geographically and historically set like a gem on top of a crown. A nautical marine tourism destination besides its other attraction, especially the less underspot duty-free status. Alas, if only we see that in potential tourism ringgit. Now, a little bit on geography. It is here at Manjung, formerly Dindings, in front of Pangkor, where once the Perak River spilled its fresh water from the Titiwangsa mountain range during the Pleistocene era, same as the era of the Perak Man at Kota Tampan. Along the upreaches of the Perak River, since then the river changed course and now gapes at Dato. Pangkor at the mouth of Sungai Manjung today was perfect for shelter, calm waters, and haven for marine life and coastal flora and fauna. If it was and is perfect for human settlement then, today it's perfect for tourism. Historically, this island and its peripheral landmass was home to Nusantara seafarers, some good and some, as the late Professor O.K. Kim used to say, naughty. In recorded history, in the 14th century, when the estuary of Manjung River was one of the trading posts along the Perak and West Peninsula coastline, this Pangkor was a hive of activity. And let me say that this was even prior to the arrival of Western colonists. My main aim, linking geography and history, is to highlight the valuable asset that is in our hands. Pangkor is and has many uniqueness, not just to conventional tourists, but also alternative travelers, especially nautical tourists. Dato Sri Mirza, my consultant, introduced me to Sail Malaysia, that promotes leisure boat tourism, and the man behind Sail Malaysia is Encik Sazli Kamal Basha, who runs the Sail Malaysia Passage to the East Yacht, and also Mr. James Koo, who manages the boatyard at Marina Island Pangkor, Marina, Malaysia. Can we have these two gentlemen to be outstanding, to be recognized? Next to Mirza is James, and then the other one is Mirza. Sazli. Thank you. Lucrative for state offers. Together, they are immeasurable resource center that cannot be denied. Twinning the conference with their boat rally gives Pangkor International Marine Tourism Conference 2022, in short, PIMTC 22, a global flavor and undeveloped area ripe for exploration. My walk towards this event has allowed me to glean the following fact-driven key indicators in Manjung's blue economy. First, leisure boat sailors at Pangkor Marina inject approximately 750,000 ringgit per annum, which is about 5,000 ringgit per boat. Over the last 3 to 5 years, over 150 boats docked at our yard. From these, an average of 1,500 ringgit to 2,000 ringgit was spent on purchases from local communities. Second, job creations for local communities numbers 57 from 40 staffs, including captains and crew, site workers, and 17 marina crew. These does not include their tourism ringgit spending outside of Manjung, which within Perak, or for the matter in other states of Malaysia. They all inject ringgit into our local industry and provide sustainable employment for the local communities. It was reported lately by Business Wire, which is a 16-year-old organization providing legitimate data for news media across the globe on leisure boat industry, quote, is projected to grow from USD 16.4 billion USD in 2021 to 23.6 billion USD by 2027. Factors such as growing tourism industry and increasing disposable income levels of people will boost the market. Developments in autonomous marine technology will further increase the demand for recreational boating, increasing demand for less skilled recreational boaters, and the presence of a large number of manufacturers in this well integrated and fragmented industry ensures a stable supply for the demand of the recreational boats around the world, unquote. Such good focus totally convinced me that PGA and our associates, with the undivided support of the Perak State Government and with YB Dato Nolee by our side, we will be able to raise the awareness magnitude of Pangkor through this event. The unveiling of the PIMTC 22 logo and the signing of the certificate of collaboration by like-minded nautical tourism enthusiasts is what I call committed passion to make Pangkor the preferred nautical marine tourism destination of Southeast Asia. I repeat, to make Pangkor the preferred nautical marine tourism destination of Southeast Asia. Let's all pray for that. Perak Tourism Association is playing host and are also organizer of this inaugural event. And timely, I take pleasure in introducing our supportive associates, beginning with Tourism Perak Management Berhad, Tourism Malaysia, Cruise Marine Tourism Association, Marina Pangkor Malaysia, Marina Island Pangkor Resort and Hotel, and last but not least, Pantai Hospital of Ipoh, to whom I wish to thank for sponsoring 250 COVID self-test kits for the conference. A big round of applause to all the associates. PIMTC 22 is a combination of a conference and a boat rally. You will find in-depth details in our media release, brochure, and the scheduled program in the press kit. The boat rally component will introduce to its event international participants from across the globe like Australia, UK, USA, Germany, and Belgium. The conference is by invitation only. Besides selected boat owners, also invited are government officials, academicians, students, and industry players. And of course, tourism-related NGOs representing hoteliers, homestays, tourist guides, heritage masters, and writers. It is the perfect venue for the blue economy discourse, deliberations, and networking. The conference proper will see a keynote address followed by 5 papers on the nautical tourism covering subjects relating to regulatory agencies, the role and responsibilities, the bigger picture of nautical tourism, leisure boats, marina yachts, and its impact on local economy, marinas coping with border restrictions, gold anchor standards, services, and amenities. With such a formidable lineup, participants can expect to expand their scope of understanding and comprehend nautical tourism offerings for the growth of blue economy and leisure boating opportunities in Malaysia, among others. In particular, I would like to emphasize that tertiary students and their lecturers in related field of study would immensely benefit from this conference. Post-conference research and study on nautical marine tourism by academicians and the papers that they churn out will provide students, industry players, and regulators adding reading materials for future development besides employment and entrepreneurship opportunities. As I close my notes, the following prompts me. A piercing question keeps pricking my mind. Wouldn't it be prudent to ensure that these long-term visitors who bring their homes wherever they go get the best of Malaysian hospitality? And why force these recreational sailors to go to our neighboring countries, but to extend their stay in Malaysia if we can facilitate it within our shores? I leave these questions unanswered to be tackled during the conference. Regardless, the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Today we all attended